Yes, sir. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, here we got another Saturday, another story time. If you enjoy these story time Saturdays, definitely leave a like, hit that sub button, and turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time I drop a new video. We're on the road to 100 subs, so definitely sub up and become part of my journey on YouTube. Today's story is actually a pretty crazy story when I think about it, because the situation I was in definitely could have went like either way. As you already seen by the title, I was almost robbed. Well, as far as I think I definitely could have been robbed at this point. It was pretty crazy. So Dreamville Fest happened, I think, a year or two ago. Sometime, I think it was like April, May, something like that. I was in school at the time. I came home for like the weekend or whatever. Dreamville Fest was happening in Raleigh on NC State's campus, I think it was. So I didn't have my car at the time, for context of this. So I was taking my mom's car to NC State to go to Dreamville Fest. And me and one of my friends was supposed to go, but he ended up not being able to go, so he didn't come with me. And then I was supposed to meet some of my other friends there at Dreamville Fest, but they wouldn't get no service, so I wasn't able to contact them when I got there and, link up all this other stuff. So technically I was by myself at a festival. First time going to a festival by myself. Like, I had been to concerts or whatever, but every time I went, I was always with somebody else. Went to Miami, went to Rolling Loud, but I was with like 4 or 5 other people when that happened. So I drove to Raleigh. Raleigh's not that far, maybe hour 30 away from where I live. And I get there, the entire thing is cool, yada yada. I'll probably throw up some clips of J. Cole set somewhere in this video. And after everything was done, everybody was leaving, I get to the car. 1, I gotta go to the bathroom mad bad. 2, I'm a little low on gas. I think I had maybe a little over a quarter tank left of gas. And the traffic was stupid bad. Like, it was hella people out. And it probably took me maybe an hour to even get like out of like the campus kind of like area where you're actually on the road and can get somewhere. And my phone was dying, bro. My phone was dying. So everything was technically going wrong towards the end of this thing. So as I'm leaving, I'm trying to charge my phone, but the phone charger thing was like broken. It wasn't working in the car. So I was like, okay, not only is my phone dying, I'm not super familiar with Raleigh, like where I was at NC State area. So I'm having to use the GPS. GPS is draining the battery, so I'm fighting against time here. So I had to put in the nearest Walmart, right? Had to go to the Walmart so I can get a phone charger to charge my phone, you know what I'm saying? So I put in Walmart, and nearest Walmart is like 20 minutes. And as you know, it took me an hour to get like out of the spots where I could actually just drive and be driving on the road. So hour goes by, phone slowly dying because the GPS is on, you know what I'm saying? As I'm getting to Walmart, it took me about an hour 30, hour 45 to actually get to Walmart. Phone is like on 3% at this time, but I'm in Walmart, you know what I'm saying? Go in there, get a phone charger, car adapter, all this other stuff so I could listen to music, all this, normal stuff. Get back to the car, plug everything in, all this other stuff. Call my mom's, let her know I'm coming back to the crib, let her know everything's cool, had a good time. She's like, all right, I'll see you when we get here, be safe. I said, okay. So I stopped at a gas station because I remember I needed gas, but I was also hungry. I needed something to eat. I didn't eat at the festival, you know what I'm saying? So I was there all day, didn't eat. So I stopped at this gas station. All the pumps were full. So I just pulled up to like a little parking spot off to the side. Parked, went inside, grabbed some snacks, you know what I'm saying, for the drive back. And then when I left the store part, I got in the car, plugged everything back up, put the snacks in the seat, and I drove off, bro. I forgot to get gas. Remember, I'm at like a little bit over a quarter tank of gas, bro. So I'm driving home. It's mad dark. And the way I took to Raleigh wasn't really highway. It was a lot of back road stuff. A lot of not necessarily deep country, but country roads, stuff like that. So I'm on the way back, and I happen to look at the monitor thing or see how much gas you got, right? And I noticed that hole getting mad close to E, like it's right there. I'm like, damn, I need to go get some gas. So where I was at, it wasn't many gas stations or any gas stations where I was driving, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't many cars on the road, maybe one or two I had passed. So it's just me, straight road, trees, darkness, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, bet. Next gas station I go to, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go stop and get some gas. So look, I'm driving maybe another 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. And I finally pull up on a gas station. The inside is closed, but I'm like, all right, maybe the pump still work, you know what I'm saying? It's lit up on the outside so people can actually still go there. Like, the only lights that was off was the ones inside the store because there was nobody in there. As I'm pulling into the gas station, I noticed small pickup truck, like one of them little Toyota, you know, just really small boxy pickup trucks, right? The hood popped up. I'm like, I don't see anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I take mental note. It's a truck over there. The hood is popped up. You know, watch your surroundings, whatever. So I pull up to the, you know, the pump, and I open the door, and I'm about to, you know, get to the thing, pump the gas, but I didn't get a chance to do that because it was a dude about, I don't know, 5'7", looked to be about 30, late 30, 40, but he was rugged, real black, hands was ashy, looked like he did like physical labor for a job or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Had this big like Carhartt type jacket on. It was black, had on like the baggy work pants and like boots and whatever. So I was thinking, okay, he over there working on this truck, something was up. So Mans comes over to me, he starts talking about, you know, man, I live around the corner, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of lost. I don't really know where I'm at. And I've been having trouble with my truck. And me, I'm naturally a nice person to strangers, you know what I'm saying? Like, strangers, unless given the indication that their energy is off, I'm all for helping people, you know, just looking out for somebody if they need something, if they ask me for something. I'm normally the type that either I see something's off with your energy and I'm going to decline, or I see your energy is good, you have well-being, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, maybe I'll help, I'll see what I could do. So he didn't throw me off at first, but it was the fact that I could kind of sense something was off. It just didn't seem right, you know? My nigga senses was tingling, you know what I'm saying? So he walks up, he about 5'7". See, I'm 6'1", 6'2"-ish. So I'm taller than this dude, but you know the term of people saying they got grown man strength. Like I said, man, it was late 30s, 40s. So, you know, he got that grown man strength, how you mess with your children, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could tussle up. He had that kind of strength. So even though I was taller than him, it was still a possibility if we was to get in a tussle or something, you know what I'm saying, that Buddy could out strengthen me. So I'm chilling. I'm at the pump. I got the door open, but I'm behind the door. He's on the other side of the door, adjacent, like right to the pump. So I'm looking at him. The door is in between us. My mom's whip, she ain't really had no 10 on the joint. Like I'm saying, like me and my little brother, we 5 on 5, everything dark. Can't see in the whip if you on the outside. My mom, she's not straight fishbowl, you know what I'm saying? But she's got legal tint. So it's dark, but you can still kind of see through it enough to know what's on the inside of the car. So he telling me like, man, can you help me figure out where I'm going? You know, all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, man, I got you. So I get my phone out. I get on the map. He tell me where I'm at. He's trying to get to Carborough. Carborough's not mad far away from where he was trying to go. It's like, maybe up the road 10-15 few turns, you know what I'm saying, and you there. So I was like, when I looked it up on the map, red flags start going off. I'm like, yo, he tweaking. Carborough ain't mad far. It's literally right around the bend, you know what I'm saying? So he asked me all these questions about helping figure it out, and as I'm doing that, he started asking me questions, you know what I'm saying? So I went to a festival, so I dressed, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going out looking like no bum. I had on I think it was just like some yellow windbreaker. I had on, I don't know what kind of t-shirt, some ripped jeans. I had on Sean Witherspoon Air Maxes. I had my real diamond earrings in. I had on my chains, I had on Cuban, you know what I'm saying? I had the watch on. And I was chilling. I'm not gonna lie. To him, I was probably looking like a lick. I cannot cap. I was probably looking like a lick. So he's sitting there. Well, not sitting there, but just, he's there. And he starts asking me questions. He was like, hey man, how much that watch cost? And instantly in my head, nigga senses start going off again. Red flags. So I'm like, anything he asked me at this point, I'm finna start lying. I don't care what he asked me. He can ask me what size shoe I wear and then ask to see the shoe. I'm gonna lie. So buddy was like, hey man, how much that watch cost? So I was like, man, it was like $10-15 at Walmart, man. This ain't even nothing, no serious anything. He said, what about that jewelry you got on? I said, these ain't even real, man. You know what I'm saying? These fake, straight stuff out like the Food Line dispensers, no big deal. Earrings too? Yeah, man, the earrings. He was like, oh, okay. So at this point, I'm on edge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually paying attention to him more than I am my phone and giving him directions on how to, get places. So like maybe 2 minutes goes by, telling him about the directions, and everything. I'm trying to hurry up to get this nigga out my face. So he's still there. His hands was in his pockets this entire time, you know what I'm saying? He's got this big Carhartt jacket on. So I'm like, I don't know what Buddy can have in his pockets. It could be anything. At this point, like, I was a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't made no move, but he was making me nervous with all the questions he was asking me, how he was pressing me. And I'm chilling, I'm trying to help Buddy out. And like, I don't have nothing, bro, to like defend myself. If he was like to pull out a gun, pull out a knife, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing to defend myself. I didn't have my car at the time. So I don't have nothing in the car. I don't have no registered weapon. I don't have nothing, bro. Nothing. It would have just been me, him, and whatever the hell he decided to pull out to take whatever it was I had at the time. So he started asking me stuff. He's like, hey man, who car is this? And I'm like, bro, this is my mom's car. What you talking about? It's my mom's car. He's like, oh, this nice right here. I like this. It's nice. I'm like, all right. So the red flags, they flagging for real at this point. He started asking me questions about how old I am, like my name and stuff, where I come from. I was like, bro, man, I live right up the way. I'm young, bro. I'm in school, you know what I'm saying? He said, well, you a young boy out here. I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, all right. Then we got back to like the directions kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And it had been probably 10, maybe 15 minutes to this entire thing. And then he kind of starts walking towards the front of the whip, you know what I'm saying? Hands still in his pockets, and he starts looking on the inside. And I'm like, oh hell, Buddy finna start acting kind of crazy. But remember, I had got them snacks from the convenience store back towards NC State, and he said, hey man, what kind of chips is those? I had some cheese puffs, bro, in the whip. And I told him, I was like, at this point, I was like, bro, look, let's just get out of this situation, keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you want some? He was like, yeah, let me get some of those. I just handed Buddy the bag. Bag was already open. I was eating cheese puffs on the way. So I just gave Buddy the bag, bro. So at this point, he's kind of like got both hands out of his pockets. Now one hand, he's eating the cheese puffs. And I think it was like 3 minutes had gone by. I finished telling him the directions and everything. He ran it back to me. And at that point, he started walking off. You know what I'm saying? I told him where to go. And he had probably split the distance between his truck and the car I was in. So I'm about to get back in the car. I didn't care that I didn't have no gas, no nothing. I was about to get back in the car and just go. And as I dipped down and get back in the car, he was like, "Hey, you sure this right?" I was like, yeah, man. Just take a left at the light, go down about 10, 15 minutes. Turn, make a few rights, you in the city, then you ain't gotta worry about it. He was like, all right. So I got back in the car, I closed the door, and I had turned the car on. So I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like, I could leave, and I was gonna leave, but at the end of the day, I still needed gas, you know what I'm saying? So I waited till he got in the truck. He closed the hood, got in the truck, drove off, got to the light, made a left at the light like I told him to do. And he split. So I'm still in the car, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it a few, and then I'm gonna go get this gas. About 2 minutes went by. He long gone at this point. I get out the car and I go to the gas pump, you know what I'm saying? I put the card in and I take it out. They said the pumps was off. Bruh, the pumps was off. I did all of this, went through all of this, went through a whole potential robbery, bro, for a pump that wasn't even on. When I tell you how hurt I was, bruh, hurt. I get back in the car, close the door, start it up, pull off. Got to the light was red, go past the light. Maybe about not even another minute up the road. Maybe 500, 600 feet. It's another gas station. The inside on, it's 4 cars on the outside, and all the pumps is open. You mean to tell me I could have skipped this whole nigga situation, bro, with little ashy buddy that looked like he was trying to rob me this entire time, and went and got gas at this gas station up here with people outside that could have watched me for my well-being, and I'm back there getting pressed by a dude with ashy hands in his big Carhartt jacket. When I tell you, I called my folks, bro, and I was pissed. I was so mad. I was more mad at myself for staying back there. I wasn't even mad at the situation I low-key had put myself in. It was just the fact that it was a whole gas station, not even that far away, that I could have went and got gas at from this entire time. So, long story short, after that, I called my pops, told him I was coming home, yada yada, get to the crib, everything's cool, told him about the situation. He was like, that's why you need to get one of these gun licenses, get one of these guns in the crib, keep it in your car at all times. And lesson learned, don't pull in those shady gas stations when it's mad late at night, you by yourself. And if you stop somewhere to get gas, remember to get gas, you know what I'm saying? So, long story short, again, I did not get robbed. I was mad pressed about it. I felt like I was gonna get robbed, but he was giving me mad weird vibes, bro. Like he was trying to come up on something late that night, but I staved him off. I think he wasn't really trying to do anything because I was young. He probably was late 30s, early 40s, all this other stuff, and he really wasn't trying to do nothing stupid that night. So lo and behold, I made it through the situation. God had my back. Whatever had happened that night wasn't meant to happen the way that Buddy had probably anticipated it was gonna happen. But yeah, that's the story of the time I almost got robbed. If you enjoyed the story, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, hit that sub button, turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time I drop a new video. And Storytime Saturday is going to happen every Saturday. Do not worry about that. I'll catch you guys in the next one.